G'day doggies fans, all things Bulldogs. It's another player watch, and this one's one of our rising stars. He's in our Harold Matts team. He is our captain, so a really good honour, and his name is Chinedu Udeh. This kid has a stack of potential. He's come through the Bulldogs juniors. He's played for the Greenacre Tigers, come through the Chester Hill Hornets, and has been in the Bulldog system since he was 13 years old, and been playing in the Bankstown area since 10 years of age. So he is a Bulldog through and through, and he is someone we've got to watch. He's been named captain of the Harold Matts side. This is his second year in the Harold Matts team. He was there last year. They were a very good unit last year. Unfortunately, he copped a hip drop tackle and got injured after playing in the centres as a 16-year-old. He's just turned 17. He's bulked up a bit as well from last year, so I've got a fair few of his highlights that we'll get to see. I'm sure you're going to be excited as I am. Scored a try in our round one victory over the Raiders. Big write-up and article about him. He's about 171 centimetres, so he's not a tall fella by any means, but 82 kilos. He's put on a little bit of muscle, as you can see in those big tree trunks there, and his biceps are starting to grow. So the kid has a future, that is for sure. You don't get named a captain of any junior rep side without, deserving it. Mark O'Mealy has himself a good player there, and we watched recent podcasts with Mark and know what he knows what it is to be a Bulldog, and the belief he has. So his nickname, they call him CJ Udeh. His favourite position is fullback, and he really likes Keanu Kinney. So done a bit of research on him. His goal is to play NRL like most of these young kids, and he knows that only hard work and is going to get him there. So he's played a lot of 5'8". He's played a lot of fullback as well. He even played centres, as I said, in last year's Harold Matts. He's the 5'8" and captain for this year, and off to a brilliant start. So to be asked to lead the team is a big rap, and obviously that's come from the coach, Mark O'Mealy. There's a write-up in there today. Basically, powerful running and intent in the opening sets resulted in 2 quick tries for the Bulldogs, while they overcame a sin binning at the crucial time of the match with their character shining through. Mark says, "We weren't perfect, but the boys found a way and kept turning up and had each other's backs. They showed grit and desire to work for each other when the momentum went Canberra's way. The character they showed working for each other is something they can hang their hat on." According to the former prop, the star of the show was no doubt 5'8" and captain Chinedu Udeh, who scored the game's first try and kept his side in the contest. CJ led with desire to compete, was selfless in his play, and it was a real reflection of our squad-first mentality. He's been in our system for 3 years, and it's a great to cap off a special day steering the boys to victory on his birthday. So happy birthday to Chinedu, who celebrated that in the victory over the Raiders. So he's been with the Doggies since he was 13 and played trial games for their under-14s development squad, but he was obviously too young at that time. You'd have to be 14 to be in that. Actually came from Melbourne, so was playing in Melbourne as an 8 and 9-year-old. So they moved to Sydney in 2018. So he's had a really good pedigree. Has been doing some great things in the juniors, and has been playing above his weight and age group for most of his career. The thing about him is he loves his footy, and that's and anyone who knows him or talks about him will say this kid loves his footy and he is not far from becoming a man. So he's someone we're going to see a lot of. Let's have a look at some of his highlights. They'll be in the background here. Get a load of this kid, I'll tell you that. Oh, there we go. We'll start again. I'll get my big head out of the way. That was him scoring under the posts. So this was last year, playing in the centres. Really good step. Straight through the middle at 100 miles an hour. Off his own line. Right step, left step. Very evasive. And with a lot of highlights, you are going to see what this kid can do with the ball. Beautiful tries. This looks like one of the Save brothers. Like they were the minor premiers last year, this Harold Matt side. And a lot of those kids have moved on to SG ball. This is him just stepping through again. I think that was young Mason Phillips who was beside him there. Offload for the winger. That might be Rennie Karma. I'm not sure. And look at this. Left and right, left and right. Playing fullback by the look of it. So a lot of people are impressed by Joash Papali. This kid looks like he's every bit of as elusive. Accelerates through the line. I'm actually watching these for only the second time. So they were all the highlights there. I've got some more highlights to come. So he was so we'll just keep showing a bit of these. It's exciting to watch these young kids. And if you can get down to the games and support them, they love it. It's great for them. This was the try scored in round 1 last week. Just running it near the line. Terrible defence, but they should have done their homework, knowing he's got a really good step off the right, and he just set the tempo. Halfback plays the ball. He's just a ball runner. And taking on the extra responsibility at 5'8", he's going to have to do his defensive workload as well. And with Mark O'Malley saying he was the one who made the difference out there, be rest assured he was putting his body on the line. This would be some Holy Cross and Westfields. That's him running, splitting the defence. Here's some more highlights backing up here. Off the left. Cutting through. We saw that try before. And some great play through the middle here against the Sharks. Nearly goes all the way. Oh, he's still going. He's just a bundle of energy, this kid. So a heap of the highlights there for the young fella. And I might play you something. There was some footage of him from 2023 playing for the Chester Hill boys, and I'll let you listen to this guy speak, talking about the young fella. Here we go.
The other one would be Chinedu Udeh from the Chester Hill Hornets. Every time he touched the football in the game that I had that he played, he broke tackles, he got through the line, he was offloading. I'm pretty sure sure he's also year young for this competition. But on the side of teams, and who was the most impressive there, honestly, I can't single anyone out. Every game I've had so far has been of a high standard. I think the fact that everyone has had such close games is what's leading to this comp being so good, and that logjam is going to lead to, you know, a real good finish to the back end of the year. And I honestly think it's going to come down to health, and anyone can beat anyone on their day. So everyone's been just brilliant so far. Off, just to to receive, and there's a lot of dead space there in a back bounce, and the result ends up being a bounce for Reese again. Tries to go to dummy half, goes to Fizz Latafu and Leviticus Funaluta. What I'm looking forward to most for the rest of this season is the games every weekend. As someone who works full time at the moment, honestly, I'm absolutely frothing every single day. Looking forward to each Saturday. I'm looking forward to see how things.
Anyway, that was so he was a star in the schoolboy comps there, and you can see this kid's off to a great start in 2025 with our Harold Matt side. Been given a big rap by the coach, Mark O'Malley. CJ's, obviously going to do some work with that halves academy. Not sure if he's going to come through as a fullback or a half or wherever else, but he's definitely got that build to make things happen. He's very skillful. He's a run first player, backs up, supports, does all the things that he's supposed to do. And look, there's just a logjam of talent at the Bulldogs this isn't gonna stop. There'll be more and more CJs coming through. There'll be more kids, really strong individual players with good attitudes, and from great families, and not all of them are going to make it. But CJ's given every indication that he's off to a great start this season, and he's definitely one to watch from the Harold Matts. So I think the New South Wales Rugby League's teamed up with another mob. I've forgotten. I was a subscriber to the New South Wales Rugby League app. Watched quite a few games last year using that. So if you can't get down to the games, find out where you can stream these games of the kids and enjoy your footy, because as you can see, they just love it out there, and you can tell how much they love it. And it's just it's not blowouts every week. There's tight games of rugby league. These kids are trying to play a style. They're trying to be themselves, but also trying to fit into a style with every club that they represent. And CJ's performance here is no exception. So that's CJ. It's it's been great to be able to have a look at him in depth and just get to know him a little bit through this process. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. This kid's making the club proud already. He's made his coach proud. He's making his family proud, and hopefully you'll see this kid get an opportunity and come through the grades, obviously, in SG Ball, Jersey Flag and the like in the next couple of years. The world's at his feet, but as you know, with these young backs, especially playing in these spine positions, they need time, they need patience, and they need a bit of luck, obviously, with injuries and the like. So we hope that Chinedu gets all of the luck and all of the opportunities that he's creating for himself is certainly going to take him a long way. So that's it for him today. We'll see him playing this week in round 2 in the Harold Matts competition. Thanks for watching, and go the Dogs.